Hello there YouTube, how is it going? Today I'm back with episode 2 of a new series which shows you some amazing locations in the vast universe of No Man's Sky, and of course I'll be giving you the coordinates to these locations so that you can check them out yourself. In today's episode we have a couple of very rare ships you can get your hands on, a really cool planet I came across which has pretty much everything you'll need, and of course a paradise planet where the system itself also has a few extra awesome surprises to give you. If you're new to my channel or you missed episode 1, don't worry, I will leave the link for you in the description, or you can just check out my channel for that along with many other No Man's Sky videos. Before we get stuck in, whilst you're here, why not hit that subscribe button so you never have to miss out on any of my No Man's Sky videos. Also, if you're interested in seeing a load of raining walker brains and getting yourself an unlimited amount of nanites and millions of units whilst you're there, check out my recent video showing you how to do exactly that. I will leave a link for you in the description below. As always with these episodes, it is useful to have a base next to a portal so you can easily check out all of these amazing locations without having to faff around with finding one. If you don't have a base near a portal or you want to know how to find a portal, check out one of my other videos showing you how to do exactly that. And again, I will leave a link for you in the description. So first up, just as I was exploring the galaxy, I came across this really cool planet which has loads going on. Well, for a No Man's Sky planet that is. This is effectively a 4-in-1 planet. First of all, it has some of the biggest mountains I've randomly come across since playing the game. The tallest one I came across was probably about 1,000 units from top to bottom. You get some very good views whilst you're up there, and I'm sure I could see taller mountains in the distance, and they're always great fun to go up. You just got to be rather careful on your way back down because it is quite easy to get a bit carried away, run out of jetpack juice and fall to your death, which I nearly did once or twice. And of course, with the jetpacks, you can get to the top of these mountains very easily by just using the jetpack climb. Simples. Secondly, you won't find any storms on this planet, and it is not a hazardous planet either, so you can create yourself an awesome base at the top of the mountain here if you so desire, and plan your plot to take over the universe. If you want to, of course. The planet is also littered with salvageable scrap, so if you need a few million units, don't worry, you can get loads here. The most expensive one I found was worth 2.7 million units. And finally, there are some pretty cool creatures on this planet if you're fancying yourself adopting a new pet, and you can make huge versions of these, and of course, who doesn't want to do that? Actually, finally, may not come across as a great thing, but there are a few sentinels roaming around on this planet, so you can easily do that unlimited nanite glitch I was on about earlier as many times as you want. Don't forget to check the link in the description. Winner winner, getting rich for dinner. So as I didn't really cover these in the first episode, the next two locations take us to systems with pretty damn rare ships, and they're also great looking to top it off, and who doesn't want that? Just a heads up for ships on these locations, you'll probably have to wait around a little bit on either the space station or an outpost until one of these bad boys lands there. In both cases though, I was only waiting no longer than 5 minutes, so it shouldn't take you too long. And both systems that these ships are in are wealthy economies, so you could also come across other S-class ships whilst you're there if you want them as well. So the first ship we have in this episode is a white fighter ship with a real pointy nose. Those kind of ships that look a little bit exotic. The one I came across was A-class, but if you're lucky you'll get an S-class one. This will definitely allow you to stand out wherever you travel, and of course get the edge in a dogfight whenever you're roaming the galaxy and shooting up some people. Now I know mine wasn't an S-class ship, but you can easily upgrade it to an S-class for the small price of 50,000 nanites, or you can just wait around and see if you're lucky enough to come across another one, which is an S-class. If you're thinking, damn, 50,000 is a lot of nanites, fear not. Again, my recent glitch video shows you how you can get tens of thousands of nanites in no time at all. The second ship we have in this episode, in my opinion, is even better looking than the first, and it totally looks like it was inspired from the X-Wings from Star Wars. And who doesn't want to be travelling around No Man's Sky galaxies in a spaceship which looks a bit like an X-Wing? Assuming we're all Star Wars fans, of course. The first one I came across was again an A-class ship. There are a couple of other S-class ships scattered around that I noticed. So there's a good chance one of these ships will be an S-Class if you're happy to wait long enough. And funnily enough, just after I purchased the A-Class X-Wing wannabe, a B-Class one rocked up right next to it, so I'd been rather pissed if it had been the other way around. But this does indicate again that there could well be S-Class versions in the system, so maybe hold out and buy it, or again, just upgrade the class yourself for the small fee of 50,000 nanites. Finally, on today's episode, we have location to a planet, but the system itself is a kind of 3-in-1 for awesome stuff. So it wouldn't really be an episode of amazing locations without having some sort of paradise planet now, would it? And this one is pretty special because it looks amazing in both day and night and has endless amounts of bubbles. And who doesn't love bubbles on planets in No Man's Sky? There is an added bonus with this planet as well. The portal location is really close to a crashed freighter, so you can get yourself some goodies just as you get there. The sky looks pretty awesome on this planet too, as it's crazy close to another planet and not far enough from others, but sadly no gravitational anomalies this time. As I mentioned, these coordinates are sort of a 3-in-1, so if you head up to the space station in this system, you should come across a 24-slot A-Class multi-tool, which is pretty rare in itself. It doesn't look as good as the one I showed you in episode 1, but it's still a damn good multi-tool, especially for those of you fairly new to the game. And finally, when I was also on the space station, I came across a rare S-Class shuttle ship, which means that there's also likely a chance of some more S-Class ships roaming around within the system, and hopefully some exotic ones, so if you fancy a ship upgrade, stay there and keep an eye out for some fancy ships. And that concludes episode 2 of some amazing locations in No Man's Sky. Why not subscribe so you can discover these locations and many others in my upcoming videos. My next episode of Amazing Locations and their coordinates will be focusing a little more on some amazing bases that other travellers have created, and believe me, they're some absolute corkers. Don't forget to like and share this video. Thanks for watching and catch you next time.